Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. Today I'm going to be doing a quick reading update and then I'm going to be giving a shout out to some bigger booktubers out there, especially bigger horror booktubers. Stay tuned. Okay everyone, this is not going to be a particularly long video because I haven't read a hell of a lot since I've spoken to you last with my last update. I did finish Stephen King's Finders Keepers, but I'm not going to be talking about that too much right now because towards the end of the month there's going to be a live video streaming with Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads and Bad is Rad and others, and we're going to be discussing the book in detail. So that is Finders Keepers by Stephen King. The second book that I'm busy with, I'm actually busy with two. I'm busy with How the Skin Sheds by Chad Lutzke, which is kind of a splatter western horror novella, and it's very different to the book that I read last year that I loved so much, which was, if I can get my head around it, Skullface Boy. That was more like kind of a YA coming of age. This is a lot more gory, a lot more splatterpunk, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm kind of 1/3 or half of the way through, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that is How the Skin Sheds. I'm also reading at the moment a collection of short stories called A Nest of Nightmares by Lisa Tuttle, and I've only finished the first story, but damn, it was chilling. It really... This woman can write, and really the story was as creepy as all hell. So I'm looking forward to carrying on delving into that for the rest of the month as well. Okay everyone, so for something different now, I'm going to give 5 shout outs. But these are not shout outs to smaller booktubers like I usually do. Hey, why not shout out some of my favorite big booktubers, or bigger booktubers. And I want to make it clear that these are all almost exclusively horror booktubers, so I just didn't want to confuse anyone with that. And most of these are not names that here mentioned very often, so perhaps it'll give you, the viewer, something else to look out for, because these are all excellent booktubers. So we're going to start off with the first one, and that is Anda Kent. Now she talks exclusively horror and extreme horror. She's also a horror author, and she's dynamic, and she's fun, and she's interesting, and she's exciting, and she's engaging. And yeah, I just love watching her videos. And she does all sorts of things, from book hauls to discussions to book reviews, a little bit of everything. But yeah, I really enjoy her, and check her out. You might be surprised. Second off, I want to mention Cameron Cheney from Library Macabre. Now he's also a best-selling author, a very well-renowned author, and he's got a massive library. He's got a massive collection of books, and of older books, and of YA books like Fear Street and Goosebumps and all that sort of thing. But he's also just such a friendly and energetic guy, and I love watching his videos. I don't think he makes enough of them, but I think he is trying to do more. But yeah, just a lovely guy, and I'm looking forward to reading his book by the time my challenge runs out. I've still got a long way to go. I'm almost on 30 now, still got 70 books to go. But when that's done, I'm going to buy his, I think it's Autumn Crow, his first novel, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that's Cameron Cheney, check him out. Okay, next up we've got a channel I might not consider massive, but I think it's pretty big, and I think it's pretty awesome. And that's Jason's Weird Reads. And yes, he reads some science fiction, but pretty much everything that I've seen, all the videos I've watched by him are horror related. Even if it's science fiction, it's very weird, it's very dark. And I've got so many book recommendations from this guy, and you really need to check him out. And he's just got such a calm way about him. It's so good to hear him talk books. I just love how laid back he is, and he really just comes across, his message comes across so clear. So yeah, check out Jason's Weird Reads. Okay, the fourth booktuber I'm talking about is Bookas. Now, this lady is absolutely, completely into vintage horror for the most part, and I just love the way she is so laid back and so cool and so calm and so collected when she talks books. And I love where she actually talks about those books. It's almost like down in this dark basement, I don't know, a cellar thing, I don't know what it is, but it's just so cool. And she's just got such a knowledge about vintage books, and she's so well read. And I just love the calm way that she comes about. Yeah, so check out Bookas. Okay, and finally we got the typical books of terror. It's Lydia. Now, if I was to give an award for the best voice in booktube, it would be Lydia from Typical Books of Terror. I could literally sit back and listen to her all day long. She's just got such a calming, soothing voice, and she knows her stuff, and just the way she talks about horror, and also extreme horror. She goes those places. Yeah, I just love listening to her, and I know she's got a podcast as well, which I suppose does pretty well, which is something that I want to start in future at some stage. But yeah, that is Typical Books of Terror. Look her up. Okay everyone, that's all for today. A little bit short and sweet. I'm sorry if I look a little bit drained. We're both a bit drained. My wife hurt herself quite badly. So yeah, we haven't had the best day, or best days. But anyway, it's going to be alright. Everything's going to be fine. But if you enjoyed that, please be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And take care of yourselves. Keep those pages turning. And cheers.